So now we have been told about the upper, and we have also the proper text. So I think I've never covered this one, upper and proper text. So for example, you find that you can be typing your data just without considering either you are starting with the capital letters or the small letters. You just need to type the text function you have. At the end of it, you use this function to make sure that I think the screen, I've shared my screen. Are you able to see the screen? I've already shared the screen. Fine. So I was explaining this text function to which you can choose it here. Maybe for example, you say if we want this one to be in the lowercase, you can just come here, say equals to the lower, and then it will the lower formula will pop up. It will ask for the text. This is the text, and then hit the enter. You can see now you will be having in the lowercase. You will be having in the lowercase, lowercase, and then you have to do it in an uppercase, which you will just come here equals. Just equals to upper. Upper itakuwa in capitals, that is the text, and then you'll find that the text will be in the capital. And then now for the proper side, for example, if you want to change this one into a proper, you will just come here equals, and then to write in a proper. In a proper, it will start with the capital letters and the rest will be the small letters. So you can see the proper, it changed this one to this. So that's how to play with the text, other part of the text function, which is this one. And then there's something I've seen there called concatenate. So concatenate, when it comes to the text function, again, concatenate when it comes to the text function is joining the text into two. For example, you want to join this text and this text into two. So you use the formula called concatenated. So you can use that one to combine the two. You can use that one to combine the two, which let's say you want to combine the text, this one and this text. For example, maybe you are filing for an SSF and they want the last name and the first name. So you can use this text function to separate the two. So we can say equals this, and then you want to combine with this. You use this character and. So shift and, or the shift, you click 7 in your keyboard, you get that character, and then you combine with this. So that and that is D2 and E2. So if you click enter, you get the same data, or now it is combined text. Now we have a combined text. But you want to separate, you can see this one is the one which it is one word, but these are two words. So maybe you want to separate. So how do we do? Yes, you are now my expert, Excel expert. What should I do for me to separate these two? We need the space. We need the space. So for us to separate this, what should we do? We just have to be creative. So we can use, you can come here, put your cursor here, and then instead of combining it, you can use the separator, which we can use the opening quotation and the closing quotation. We can introduce here, put that space, and then put here, and then use another and. You say shift 7, which is that and. So in that case, you click enter, you can see we have now a space. We now make sure you're subscribing, comment on that comment section. Make sure also if you like our content, give us a support by raising a super chat there. We keep on enlightening you on advanced Excel. Keep on watching. We like your company. I have a space. Now I have a space. So that's what we call concatenate, or combining the text, or combining the two text into one, combining the one text into one. Now, so I think we have done to that. So if you click that, double click, you will get all the combined text here. So I think we have done to the text function. We have done to the text function. So the next thing, now we go to the other part of logical function, which is VLOOKUP, and HLOOKUP. So you go to the lookups, which I will also copy my data here up to this part, paste it in. So we have these under the lookup formulas. We have VLOOKUP, we have HLOOKUP, we have Xlookup. Yeah, these are the lookup formulas which we need to understand, and we are very lucky. If you are using Microsoft Excel 2021, they have already incorporated the Xlookup. 2016, they don't have the Xlookup. So it was only the 365 which had the VLOOKUP. But for now, you can get the Xlookup with a Microsoft Excel 2021. With a Microsoft Excel 2021. Now, so when we say VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP, Xlookup, they all perform the same function. So it will depend now on which formula are you like working with. So they all perform the same function. They all perform the same function. From the word lookup, you are looking for a certain product. You are looking for a certain quantity. You are looking for a certain sales. You are looking for a certain date. That's why we're saying VLOOKUP or lookups. So which means you want to extract the specific component from the wide range of data. That's what we mean by the lookup. For example, you have the product here. If I Control C, you click the entire column, Control C, come here, remove the duplicates or paste your data here, remove the duplicates by going to data and then remove the duplicates. So these are the only product we have. These are the only product we have. And from this product, maybe you want to extract the cost, the unit cost. Maybe we can't have the unit cost here. These are the units, these are the sales, and then the cost of sales. So you can see from this, we can get the cost. We can get the cost price here, which we will do this, the cost per unit, even though we don't know what could be because we have different here. So lazima zikuwe unapata for VLOOKUP, you need to there is no like you need to have like data haifaa kuwa repeated, inafaa kuwa the uniform data, because if we can get it here, maybe this we divide by unit, we divide by units so that we can get the unit cost. So these are the cost per unit. Now we can choose the VLOOKUP now to find the cost per unit, even though we are not certain. Maybe it might not be the same, but you can use it to extract the unit cost of this product, which when working with the VLOOKUP, it is very important, or any lookup formula, you name your data range. So it is good to name your data range. How will you name your data range? This is our data range, kuanzia A mpaka I. Hiyo ndio our data range. So you can select all of it up to that point. You can see up here, we have the name box. Your name box is your name of your range. So you can say, what can we call it? Because maybe kuna zingine nimenema hapa. We can say evening data or e-data, and then you click enter. So each time now you select this one, you will be able to see the name here, e-data. Another one is naming, like, yeah, we can use that one. We will see if we want to name it again, another one. So you say now here, let's start the VLOOKUP. The lookup array is what are you looking at? That is our lookup value. So our lookup value, we need product. That is our lookup value, comma. The table array is our range, which already tumesha name e-data, which is this one, not e-date. So you must be keen. So if I select that, you can see they will select my data. And then here you put a comma. So once you put a comma, they will ask you for the column index, the column index number. Sorry. They will ask you for the column number. So our column number, we need the unit price. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our column index is number 7. And then once you click that 7, you put either comma and then put a 0 or false for exact. So it depends which one are you like working with. You can click that false or click 0 and then to close that bracket, hit the enter button. You can see here is telling us not available. It's telling us not available. So the formula is okay, but we are getting that not available. So that is the problem of VLOOKUP. That is the problem of the VLOOKUP, which means you have to select again the data. Maybe we don't need to insert the headings. Maybe we can start here. Control Shift page down. Control Shift page down. Let's see, enter. Still we are not getting it. Then let's start with here. Where is it? Let's start with here. The formula is okay, but now we are not getting the values. let's start here. After that, Control Shift page down. You can see that is the limitation of the VLOOKUP. That is the limitation of the VLOOKUP. It is not a straightforward. It has to give you some errors, and yet the formula is okay. So you have to repeat it until it will pick. So you can see, for us to pick this data, we need to left the date. We need to left the date, and again, we need to left the headings. We need to left the headings. So now I will come and change the unit price is number 7. Instead, it is number 6 here. So I will put 6, and I can get the unit price of Quark or this product is 14.5. You can see here it is 14.5. So once you get for that, you just drop for the others, and you will be able to get here, even though there might be different unit cost for that product. You nimesema, or it is the same? Yeah, okay. Actually it is the same. You can see for sunshine we have 8. Sunshine we have 8. Another one, we have another 8 here. We have another 8 here. So they are all the same. They are all the same. They are all the same. So you can see I've now used my VLOOKUP to extract these. Control C. Let me copy the format. So this one, I've used the VLOOKUP. Let me copy down to here. This is VLOOKUP, which it is giving us the cost per unit. Yep, tuko pamoja. Are we together? Are we walking on to go on the same road?
Yes, we are together.
Okay, fine. Now, we can use the same Xlookup to get the same results here. So when I come here, I'll write the Xlookup to get the same cost per unit, to get the same cost per unit. The VLOOKUP, V stand for vertical. V stand for vertical. And H stand for horizontal. Horizontal. So that is the only different. So in such a case,
are we getting anything? I hope we are getting anything. So comment in that comment section if you are getting anything, you are learning anything.
Which column? Tunasema hii ni column 6. This one is column.
Say it again. If these VLOOKUP formulas are more interested, don't hesitate. It on that comment section. Comment on anything that you're understanding. Comment on any improvement that you want us to do. We want to make you a real accountant, an outstanding accountant, an outstanding financial chief officer. Keep commenting, keep watching, and keep liking. Keep also sharing.
6. Now, instead, we will use H, which will go to the horizontal. So for you to use it in an horizontal way, you have to invert this data in a different way. You can see we cannot use this one and get for horizontal. We have to rearrange this data. Who can help us to figure out how we can rearrange this data? Because we need to change the units. We need to get this one in we need to rearrange this one. For us, you cannot use Xlookup if we have not rearranged this data. So how can we do it? We can We have how many spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So at least 9 spaces. Copy this. Can we do, is it possible to do the transpose of all of it? Let's try to get this, Control C, and then come kwanza hii imefika 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, inaweza fika. So let's do this, Control C, come here. Let's try to do the transpose, which if we are checking whether it is it will pick the whole value, but if it's not, we will have to get it separately. So I will click Control Alt V, and then I will need, I can say all of it, and let's do a transpose here. Click OK. So you can see it is not working. It is not working. So far, which means I have to do this first, copy this first. The headings, come here, do a transpose, Alt V. Values, do a transpose. Now we can see we have our product. That Control Shift page down, Control C, do a transpose here. Control Alt V, do a transpose. So we have already deleted the one which we got previously. So wonderful. So now we have already transposed our data, which there are so many. If you transpose in this category, so what we do, we will repeat the same here. The product and the unit, the product and the unit cost. Let's do it downward here. Let's use the VLOOKUP. We say it, we get this product, Control Shift page down, Control C, paste here, remove the duplicates, go to data, remove duplicates, continue with the current selection, remove the duplicates. Okay. So we have removed the duplicates there. Let's get using the VLOOKUP first, which we want to see so that we can confirm the values. So we set for VLOOKUP, we will say equals to the VLOOKUP. Our lookup value, it is in K13, comma. Our data, you say it, we started from this. Control Shift page down. We say to use column 6. And then we say it, you can put 0 or false. Close the bracket, hit the enter. You get, is it that one? Is this correct? What really?
You talked about e-data.
Yes.
You talked about e-data or
now to leave to me e-data, but e-data iko imepick. Yeah. So I think I'm around of the reason why we're getting 15. So let's drag it here. Yeah, the reason why we are getting 15 here, I'm around off to the 1 decimal place, which is okay. So you can put it 2 decimal place, or you can leave it at a rounding off. So that is it. Tulitumia e data haiku pick. That's why we change to we change from the date, from the product alone, and also we excluded the headings. We excluded the heading. That is the limitation for VLOOKUP. It keep on, you have to be just repeating until you find it to speak. Now let's use the Xlookup. Xlookup. So the Xlookup, we will use this data. We will use this one instead. So you will find that now this will be in a row wise. You can see the cost per unit, it is in a row wise. It is not in the column wise. This is row wise. Hii itapata ni row wise. So tutakuja hapa, we say equals h lookup itatuliza the lookup value still our product, comma the table array. Now we can start with this, select this. I don't know now. If we use control shift page left, yeah, control shift page left, they will select that. I don't know if this one will pick. Let's try this, comma. You can now, instead of column index number, it is asking you for the row index number. So unit cost per unit, it is in which row number? So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think it is in 7th. So we write 7, comma, put a 0 or exact. This one, put exact E. The reason why we didn't get exactly 14 for the other one, to like a 0. Hit the enter. You can see it is saying that not available, which it's giving us the same challenge we had faced with the VLOOKUP. So which means you can start with the product here. Also, you don't need to select up to the dates. So we can put, instead of we can also change this one and start here. Let's start here. Control shift page left. Hit the enter. Now we are getting 621, which means we have to put here to be 6. We change that one to 6, and you can see we are getting 15. Scroll it down. This one we are not now getting that one. So you can see if you move your cursor, your formula is moving. Your formula is moving. That's why we are getting not available. You can see our formula is moving. It should be constant there. So which formula are we going to use here? Or what do we do? What do we need to do here?
How did you get 61 from to 15?
Yes.
How did you change 61 to 15?
I changed 621 to 15 just by changing the row index. The other one was 7 here. If you put a 7, you will get the sales instead of unit, but we want the unit, the cost per unit. So the cost per unit, we started from this. So if you count from the product, it will be 1, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6. So I will change it here and put the row 6 here. Hit the enter, so I get my 15. Tuko pamoja?
Put the FNF for 6.
Yes. Now you can see if you drag the formula downward, you will not be able to get it because your formula is moving downward. So in such a case, we say we do what?
FNFO.
Yes, we fixed our data. So this data from this all the way to the left side or the right side, it will be constant. It should not be moving. Like for example, put the cursor here. See, this one has already moved to the empty space or empty row. So we'll come here and fixed our range here. So select the two of the L2 to CR9, press F4 in your keyboard. If your keyboard is the one recently for China, una press FN plus that F4 zote mbili. So if I press this one, I will be able to get the dollars in my range. Hit the enter and then now drag it downward. You will be able to get your values here. You can see we are now getting the same results. This one we are using the VLOOKUP. This one we are using the HLOOKUP. This one we are using the HLOOKUP. So from there is no formula which we can say between the VLOOKUP and the HLOOKUP. This one is easy. You follow the same procedure. So here, if someone asks you which one can you pick from the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, you cannot say I can pick the VLOOKUP. They are all the same. Now we go to the Xlookup. Let's go to the Xlookup. Let's go to the Xlookup. I hope nimerecord your class. Sitaki ikiisha mneuitisha video na iko. So it is recording. So now we need the Xlookup, which is still this. And then now the Xlookup is very simple. Xlookup is very simple. Me, I always work with Xlookup. I left VLOOKUP long time ago. I left the HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP long time ago. So in this case, what do we need? We need the product. So you only need to come here, select that column, and then rename it that column to product. You'll come here, say product, and then hit the enter button. We have already named that column. We need, what do we need? We need the unit price, the cost per unit. I will select that column, rename my data here under the name box. Write the cost per, but don't space, cost per unit, cost per unit, don't space, or you can write CU. CU will represent the cost per unit. I don't know if you can use the slash, they can't enable it, but just write CU and then hit the enter button. We only need those two. We only need those two. And then, so once you come here, do we need to say the data? We will see if we need to rename our data. So I will come here, say equals to the Xlookup, and that they will ask me the lookup value, which is still the same. The lookup array, I will just write product. I have named product is this one. So the one without a formula. If you look at the one with icon boxes, that is your name box. So click that product, comma. What do you want to return? I want to return the cost per unit, which I've already named it to CU. So I will just click CU. I get my CU here. Close the bracket. Enter. Get 15. Get 15. So which one is easier?
Xlookup.
Xlookup. So Xlookup, yes.
Lookup array, for the lookup array for the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, it's the whole data.
Yes, it's the whole data. And you can see we were getting not available at one case, right? At one point, we were getting not available, and yet the formula is correct. So there's no way you will not find, you will not get such a kind of errors in Xlookup. And you can see there is no a lot of procedure. You just need to name the column you want to return. Then you will get that. Even though this Excel, that's why we say it, it is not that just you have completed this advanced Excel course, you stop there. No. The Microsoft Excel, they keep on inventing new formulas, which they also do the same function. So you must also be doing a research on a daily basis to know which formula yenye imeletwa na ina function aje. So we have another formula which it does the same function with this one. And also that one is very easy also again, which sijui kama naweza introduce, inaitwa haje. We have a formula. I've never used it. I've never used it recently, but it performed the same function. What do we call? Yes, I've now remember. We call it dget. Dget is the same formula also, which can help you to do the same scenario. Let's see, equals to dget. Dget, yes, it will ask you the database. Our database will go to my name, edata, and then comma. It will ask you the field. The field you want here. The field is, we need the product.
comma. The criteria is the unit. Let's see if it is working with this. Hit the enter. You can see we get the hashtag value. We get the hashtag value. Which criteria?
Can't you highlight the
Yes.
product and the,
Let's drag it down
maybe
up
if you
to that
highlight
point.
the product and
The name.
mm,
Yes, it's the enter. No, getting still hash value, and then is it our this one CU and
use the original data.
you say to use the
Original data.
this one. That is the now limitation of the get. They must be the same. This one is capital. Is it capital or the small letters? So they must be the same. They must be the same. So that's why we have to pair the hashtag value. Maybe because tupata napata kuna yenye haiko the same. So the database is the range, which tumeiweka hiyo range, the database, and then criteria. The criteria is the one which contain that one. So there is no match function. That's why we're getting hashtag value. The formula is okay, but we are getting the hashtag value. So maybe you can't do the research at your own and to get to see how we use this get. But now this one, it is very simple, but it has its own limitation. You must have all the product and the names here being on the same. So that's how to use the VLOOKUP, the HLOOKUP, and then so our lookup zilikuwa hizo. So is there any so if you want now to get other unit, maybe you want to get the sales here or the cost of sales, but now remember HLOOKUP will not do the summation. So it's only work. It's easy all lookups. It's only work when you are what? You have the unique characters. You have the unique characters. That's why utapata the cost price here are the unique. The cost price are the unique. We don't know whether the selling price are also unique. These are the total sales. Let's try to see the selling price. If it is the same, I will take the total sales. The total sales we divide by the number of units. We don't know if it is the same with all the product. Let's see. 19 it is for palm. Is it the same here? 19. Also it is Smith 19. Smith, you can see. So it will not work with that. Smith here, you can see we have it is not matching. In another one, we have 27 here. Another one we have 19. So it will pick maybe first of it, or we have another one here 27. Or Smith need 27 now. We have another 19 here. So it will not work very well with this kind of data, because they are not the same. Smith, you can see we have 19 here, we have 23 here. So the Excel will pick the one inakumbuka tu peke yake. You can't copy the formula. Try to use the selling price here and copy the formula. Control C, Control V, change the we have to lock this with our lock that F4. Nimelock zote. I have to lock just this range. F4, enter, Control C, copy the formula. Oh, this one should also be constant. Not constant, but if you drag it downward, you should be, the rows should be moving, but the column should be the same. So we said you need to start with $1 at the beginning, enter, Control C, paste here. Now you can see it is okay. So the cost, the selling price, it is in number 7 in this case, column 7. So put column 7 here. You get your price 27, drag it downward. So you can see. Zile zilikuwa product ama ilikuwa majina. Let's see. The product quantity ni 27, quart ni 27, another year ni 27. Oh, sunshine, it is 19. Sunshine, another one, it is 19. Guard, 27. So I think it is okay. For the product, there is no, they are also unique. So you can see this is the selling price per unit. So this is the selling price per unit. This is the selling price per unit. Maybe you are analyzing for profit per unit. So you will get here, you can now get the CM, or the contribution margin per unit, which will be the cost, the selling price minus the variable cost. So this is the unit per, or the profit margin per unit. So this is the profit margin per unit. So you can see it does the same function. So if you want to use again the Xlookup, the Vlookup, you can still get it here. You can still get it there. So I think after that, we understand the use of Vlookup. We understand the use of Vlookup. You can also use the Vlookup to extract the value which it is not in the same worksheet. It is not in the same worksheet. Maybe these data are in another number 10 worksheet there. So you can easily refer to that place. I don't know even where was my data. Inshallah. Oh, this one, yeah. So you can say in this case, instead of your range here, you can refer back to the data which it is in another worksheet. That's why we say it is good to name your data range. It is good to name your data range, so that if you want to refer to that worksheet, you just type the name. You don't need to go and select that worksheet. You just type the name. Any question with Vlookup, Xlookup, and Xlookup?
What is the purpose of it?
Yes.
What is the purpose of the lookups?
So the purpose of Vlookup is to extract. You can see here, the Vlookup and Xlookup, all this has enabled us to extract the unit per, the cost per unit. It has enabled us to extract the cost per unit. Someone amekuja akakwambia, how much do we sell this product? No. So you don't need to go here searching for all those. Remember, these are the just sample of the product we have. Other companies, they sell like more than 30 kind of a product. So they have a wide list of a product here, right? So which in this case, if you have a wide range of product here, you will not do a summary here of what I've done here. You see, I've done a summary here, which it should not be the case. So what I will be doing is just, I will need one column here, and then I will need my entire data here, or the product, so that if customer can come and ask me, how much do you sell this kind of a product, I don't need to be going to a lot of data here looking for that product. Hii product unauza ngapi? I just need to select here, and then I will get that product, so the unit. So in this case, I will come here, delete that one,
You can say getting not available, and use what is called the drop down list, which we said to do that, you go to data and then to do the data validation. Yeah. From the data validation, go to the list. From the list, go to the source. From the source, I will select this data here. From here, shift control shift page down. I will select that, hit the enter. So each time I wanted to know that the unit cost for certain product, I will come here, select that product. If it is gut, I will select, I will get everything here. If it is another product here, gut or sunshine, I will come here and select, I will get everything for sunshine here. So you can see that VLOOKUP will enable you to extract, or the purpose of it is to extract the specific item you are looking at, or the specific cost you are looking at in your database, A good example here, you are working